the KYC segment in the show, and I'm sure that won't be very difficult to understand what is the sector that we are going to be discussing. It's going to be sugar, and I hope that it's going to be adding more sweetness as we are inching closer to the festive season as well. Why are we picking up the sugar spaces? Because if you look at all the stocks, I think about 34 of the 35 stocks that are listed, they're all up into the green. Many of them are in high single digits. Now, if in case our viewers are wondering as to what has really happened, that's because the government has notified suggesting sugar mills that can now use cane juice or syrup to produce ethanol in the new marketing year that starts on November 1st. Now, remember, the world's second biggest sugar producer had imposed restrictions on diverting sugar for ethanol production in December of 2023. This was in a bid to increase the sugar output after the cane crop was hit by below average monsoons. Now that things have stabilized in the new season, distilleries can actually use the B heavy molasses, a byproduct with higher sucrose levels as well, for ethanol production as per the government notification as well. And therefore you see all of these stocks, they are at a high. If you look at Dalmia Bharat, look at Triveni, look at Sakti Sugar, Awadh Sugar, you name it, Balrampur Chini, Shri Renuka, all of them are up and about. So we are going to be understanding as to what the government notification may mean for the sugar space at large and which are the key stocks that you should be looking at. So Kunal, first up, just a sense of how are you looking at this new notification that has come in? Is it just a knee-jerk move that we will see, or will we see continued benefit within the sugar space?
Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon, Sakshi. So, if you look at the announcement which has come up, definitely it's very encouraging. But at the same time, if you look at the price action formation, there are a couple of counters which are still within the consolidation itself. I mean, we just have to see whether this is just a temporary move which is seen on the price action today, or whether it continues going forward also. So I will not be really keen to initiate immediate buys on any such counters. I will definitely keep risk reward ratio in mind, and I'll also keep watch on the follow through, on couple of days. If there is a continuous buying happening, then definitely this can be a good sector to watch out for next 6 to 8 months point of view. But again, we'll just have to wait and see how the things shape up going forward.
Okay, let's also get Sneha to address as to how is she looking at the sugar space as an investment opportunity for investors right here. With the kind of bounce that we have seen, I'm sure a lot of investors' interest will continue to gain from here on, as far as what kind of benefits can they be reaping within this sector. How are you looking at the sector and the possibilities there, Sneha?
Okay, so see, there are two positive developments which has happened. So one is like as you mentioned that the government has allowed both the juices and the cane to be used for the ethanol, as well as the B heavy and C heavy molasses can be used. So definitely, I mean, it opens a lot of opportunity for the sugar companies. And at the same time, in Brazil, because of the large scale fire that we have seen, the international sugar prices are at all time high. So both these factors are actually driving the kind of boom that we're seeing in the sugar stocks, and I think that this should at least this is likely to continue for at least 5 to 6 months. I mean, the positive impact will be seen, because though the government will keep on monitoring the situation post the lifting of the cap, but then they will at least not impose anything new for next 6 to 9 months. So
Correct.
till that time, at least, it's a good opportunity for the sugar companies. And because of the situation at Brazil, I mean, they will benefit from the higher sugar prices as well.
Okay, so that's the entire context as to what could you really see as potential benefits flowing in for the entire sector over the next 5 to 6 odd months. Kunal, coming back to you, how are you looking at the sugar space stocks clearly? Like you said, there are some of those which are still in a consolidation zone. Many others have actually jumped in a single day as well. Would you advise investors to buy after this announcement? Say somebody who does not have any exposure to a sugar portfolio in their overall portfolio to sugar stocks, what would you suggest them?
See, Sakshi, again, so as we just discussed in the beginning itself, that I'll wait for the follow-through buying also to emerge and see how the things shape up on the price action. So the first counter just to discuss is, say, Balrampur Chini. Now we know
Yeah.
yesterday's announcement that this company is going out from the FNO space, and today it's making all-time high. And look at the high; it actually gave up all its gain for the day. The high was around 625. It's trading right now at 598. So, I'll consider this to be like a good selling opportunity, take exit from such counters. But at the same time, the companies like Renuka, they haven't done much in last 3 to 4 months. Look at the
Correct.
January high. That was at around 52, 53. Today also it's trading near to 50 levels
Yeah.
itself. So unless this consolidation is taken out, I will not be a key buyer on this. I'll wait patiently for the breakout to come. So on Renuka, which is a shortlisted counter for us, that's above 53. One can look at the counter with at least 15 to 20% upside. But as of now, just wait and watch.
Okay. And how would you look at the proxy plays like Praj Industries that has been in a good momentum of late? What does that do to such stocks now, Kunal?
So again, Sakshi, trend is absolutely strong, clearly making higher top, higher bottom since June. Look at the price that was at around 530, 540, and today it's trading at near to 775. The risk reward ratio is definitely unfavorable, but by any chance, if there is a minor correction till say around 725, 730, which was yesterday's price itself, one can then think of initiating a buy with the nearest stop loss of say around 700 levels. But at elevated levels, it's a big no.
Okay, got it. Let's get Sneha back into the conversation. Sneha, you did tell me initially before the start of the show that you're not covering the sugar space very, very closely, so it will be difficult for you to give names here. But to give an overall understanding for how the retail investor should be picking and choosing between these stocks, Kunal has given his points of view. He's suggested, that some of the stocks have actually not done practically anything. So till the time technically they actually come out of the range, one should be vigilant and be watchful till the time that situation occurs. But fundamentally speaking, how does one differ from one sugar stock to the other? What are the things that one should be looking at before selecting a stock for their portfolio?
See, I would suggest the investors to look into the overall financial strength of the company. So, like for example, Renuka, Balrampur Chini, those are they have a sound balance sheet. Their balance sheet strength is much better compared to the smaller sugar companies. So, look into the financial strength of the company. So, in those cases, at least the volatility would be less compared to the smaller names. In fact, many are like loss making, or like they have certain issues with them, they have a lot of dues pending, so avoid those kind of stocks. Praj is kind of one stock one can really look at it, because it's not a direct play on sugar, but at the same time it's an indirect play, and it's somehow more resilient compared to the direct sugar stocks in terms of how the sugar prices move. So, Praj is a long-term play in terms of the government plans with regards to the ethanol. So, the government has set the target for 30% blending over next few years. So, if we keep that in mind, then Praj would be one of the best beneficiaries, and they have got the kind of strength that I'm talking about. Their order book visibility is quite strong. So, it's a good long-term play.
Okay, got it. Well, on that note, Swati, Sneha will thank you for being with us on this very special edition.